Hello, happy Monday, everyone, and thank you so much for being a part of the group. My name is Ayana Vaughn of Ayana.cl. I help women in online business make and keep more money. I do this by doing their bookkeeping and profit maximizing and helping them make the best financial decisions in their business by handling cash flow. So it's been a while since I've been active on a group. I've been kind of juggling what I wanted to do with the group and everything and how I want it to be. And when you think of things versus actually doing it, it makes a big difference. You can think of what you want it to be in a year forward, but there's nothing, it won't really come into fruition if you don't do things actively every day in it or every week in it. And that kind of deals with what I'm about to talk about today. I've started, hopefully the AC isn't too loud, but if anyone is joining on the replay, thank you so much for listening in. And I'm gonna talk about just what the journey I'm on as of late. I was having just a pretty hard month this month, and because the summer was summer, and I was catching up with everything in August, and then things started like hitting the fan and just got it ugly pretty much in my business and in my life. But just when I look up and think about where I was exactly a year from now, it is a total 180, although it was pretty difficult. But I'm going on a journey of implementing the strategies through the E-Myth Revisited book. It's by Michael Gerber. I started with Audible again because I find myself not having that much time reading books, and I don't necessarily like reading older books, like older and a little bit more, not necessarily harder to read, but you have to kind of dig in and kind of sit in with it and understand it a little bit better than an easier read for someone who's writing at this time period. So Michael Gerber talks about the businesses that are ran today, every day, that close up shop within 2 years because they don't have systems in place. They have, I'm sorry, it's like really bad lighting. It might be better. You can see my whole face in one color. But, so yeah, he talks about why businesses fail and what you can do to keep it from failing. And that's by creating a system in your business and actually knowing what you want to do for your business. So 3 things that I learned from my biggest takeaways was to work on your business instead of in your business. So working on your business includes you being active and growing your business versus working in. Like for me, it would be actually doing bookkeeping for clients. That takes up a lot of work for me to do. And I'm pretty much a one-woman show, so I have to be everything in the business. But before I can even think about hiring someone, I have to get a system in place in order to do it. So I work on the business to get a deep dive into what I want the business to look like. The second thing I got from the book was to differentiate myself. Everyone can say, oh, I'm a bookkeeper or I provide financial services, but what do I do to differentiate myself in my business? And so for me, I give empowerment to the people that I serve, because at the end of the day, they're making sure that they're making sound decisions financially with their business by us understanding the cash flow. So they're able to save for taxes. They're able to make big investments for their launches because we were making incremental choices every single month, every single week to make that impact later on. And the third thing that I got was work on your business, differentiate yourself, and start now. You don't want to think about things as like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do it eventually, or how I want to see my life eventually, but just start working towards it every day. So today I started my journey, and I definitely will admit that I should have did it in the morning. I was like, okay, I have client work, so let me get it done. But client work took a little bit longer than I would have liked. I had 2 clients who were launching programs, so I had to kind of document some stuff, and took a little bit longer. And so when I finally got to sit down and think about some things, the first section of just kind of implementing everything was my primary aim. You start your business because of something for yourself. And I never really sit down and think about what I want my life to look like, the legacy that I want to leave, and what I want people to think about me. So today I sat down, I did half of the, I did just the first 2 questions, and I was writing 4 pages of notes of what I want my life to look like and what I want my day-to-day to look like. So afterwards, I was like, why not wait? Why wait till next year to live the life that I want to live every day? Why not start incrementally with things that I can change immediately? So one of the things I want to change is definitely starting my morning with gratefulness. I know a lot of us say, yeah, miracle morning and everything, but then when we're in the thick of it, especially for mothers, we don't have time to do that at all. So I want to take probably 30 minutes in the morning to just go over my goals, go over some gratefulness, and then get my daughter ready. And then when we come home, or when I come home after dropping her off, I go ahead and do some exercise and make sure that I'm eating a little bit healthier. So I want to start this by every once in a while, kind of digging a little bit deeper and getting healthier with my eating habits. So then I thought about how I want my daughter to live her life every day as her mom. I want her to definitely be active in sports and everything, and I want her to be able to do other things. So how can I do that now? I can start saving, and I can open up a child bank account for her. And although she's 3, we can just put everything that she needs, like her daycare, some savings for clothes, some savings for some activities, or some programs for outings that she has with friends that she kind of develops, and kind of getting her in a habit of saving at an early age and knowing where that money goes and what it's worth and everything, and getting her into chores early. She wakes up in the morning and makes up her bed every morning. She does that happily. You know, kids only know that it's annoying if the parents don't instill it in them at an early age or aren't consistent with them. So just sticking to it and even helping her cook. I'm not necessarily the best cook, but I can start cooking and including her. She has a little apron, she loves it, and she loves being involved in like everything, cleaning, cooking, everything. So just different things on how I want to see my day, but how can I start right now? So when I pick up my daughter, we're gonna go and get like a little foam board. I may print out some things for a vision board just to make sure that I know what I want for my future and not just saying it and leaving it and shutting it down. So that's pretty much the first day of the primary aim. Think of yourself, ask yourself some of these questions. So I'll go over it with you, and if you're looking at the replay, just ask yourself this in your business. And I'll also send a quick email to my my newsletter, just going over what I went through today and some things that you can go over for yourself. So 1, what do I wish my life to look like? 2, how do I wish to be day to day? How do I wish it to be day to day? 3, how would I like people to think about me? 4, what would I like to be doing in 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, and to the end? He goes into saying, what would I want people to say at my funeral? You know, what would I want people to say about me when there's no one around, you know? And another one, what specifically would I like to learn about my life during my life, spiritually, physically, financially, technically, intellectually, and relationally? I haven't got to those yet, but just thinking about everything that I want to learn and absorb in my life can definitely say, okay, maybe in 2 years I want to actually do taxes or do put financial planning in my roster of services, or just anything that I want to do. And then I can kind of write letters to myself and say open next year. When I first started my business, I wrote a letter to myself for November, and I kind of breezed through it, but I've already accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish in the letter. And I'm gonna do some more so that I can set real goals and follow them every single day, because there's nothing like getting to a big goal by being in the thick of it every day. So yes, that is about it. And I'm sorry no one was able to come on. That's all good. If you catch the replay, thank you so much. I will definitely appreciate any comments that you have or anything that you